Greetings, Edward Ojambo. Ojambo.com has a new article about the JavaScript back method. The link is www.ojambo.com/JavaScript-back-method. As usual, all the code and samples are available at Ojambo.com. You can just click expand source and you can download those 3 files. So we're going to create something very similar to this code. I just want to make a slight few changes, but the code is exactly the same. So you can use this to go back to the browser history. If you ever need help creating web or mobile applications, especially with native HTML5 applications for BlackBerry, Android, or iPhone phones, please visit ojamboservices.com. That's OJAMBOSERVICES.com in the Toronto, Ontario area. So let's begin. I've created 3 files: index, which will be basically the first page, and they're very similar, so I'll just be copying pasting just to make the tutorial a bit faster. So what I'll do is we'll create a paragraph tag. Sorry, I just snapped my knuckles there for a second. And we use a button. I'm not sure if I should use a button tag. Oh, we can use an input. Just make it a button and give it a value of back once. So this one is going to invoke the JavaScript method we're going to create. And I'll create another one. This one will invoke the JavaScript method immediately. So I'll call this one back once too. This means another option. And in this case, you just type history and period go -1. That means go back once. And another way, you can also navigate through the browser history as many times as possible. In this simple example, I'll just go back 2 pages. And this one, it will just be -2. That means go back twice. And I'll just show you too that in the old version, the normal way of navigating is usually just to use an anchor tag. So here we'll go to page 2, which will be index.2, which is empty right now, but I'll create some content in it. And I'll just create the JavaScript function for the first input button. So go into history, back, and that's it. So I'll also give it a little background color, which is just different from the one on the website. The reason for this is just so you can see the exact pages I've changed. It's not necessary, but just looks a little bit better. So what I'll do is I'll copy this part and put it into index 2 just to save some time. Then I'll make this page 2. Everything stays the same here, except I'm going to add navigation back to page 1 and to page 3. And then the JavaScript will be exactly the same. And change the body, will give it a different color. I'll make this one yellow. Okay, and then exact same thing for page 3, which will be index 3. I'll just copy and paste the JavaScript function first to give it a nice background color. So I'll make it red just to stand out. I forgot the body tag there, and then just copy that. Everything stays the same except since we're on page 3, this time we'll go back to page 2 and page 1. So we're finished here, and just save this and open up in the browser. As you can see, that's page 1. And I'm able to go back because I opened the page before, so I'm going back through the history, as you can see. Refresh the page and go to page 2. and you see that's a yellow and red page 3. And if I click on back once, and I can click on back twice, you see go back to page 1. I hope you find this information useful. The tutorial can be found at ojambo.com. Please visit and leave feedback.